Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba says, "Let all faiths exist. Let them flourish and let the glory of God be sung in all the languages in a variety of tunes. Respect the differences between the faiths and recognize them as valid as long as they do not extinguish the flame of unity. The basic truth in all religions, irrespective of country or race, is one and the same. All religions exhort man to cleanse the heart of malice, greed, hate, and anger. In that spirit was held the International Interfaith Conference on the 22nd and 23rd July 2005 in the abode of highest peace, Prashanti Nilayam. Participants in the meet included representatives from the five major religions: Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, and Judaism. Maulana Wahiduddin Khan, an Islamic spiritual scholar, has as his life's mission peace in the world. He was a visionary who understood the need to present Islamic teachings to suit the modern world and present day language. Towards this end, he established the Islamic Center in New Delhi in 1970 and has been its president ever since. He has over 200 titles to his credit as a publisher, and his commentaries of the Holy Quran in English and Arabic are ready for publication. Maulana represented Islam and spirituality at international interfaith Islamic and peace conferences on several occasions.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil kareem. Sisters and brothers, when I reached this international village, the first counter was Mr. V.K. Kapoor. He told me a very beautiful story. He said that he was traveling from Jalandhar to Delhi and suddenly he got a heart stroke. He was badly damaged. Fortunately, after this, he met Babaji, and what happened? It was a miracle. Babaji put his hand upon his heart, and suddenly he was in complete health. And now he's living a normal, he's in normal health without visiting any doctor or any hospital. Here are so many people who will tell you such stories. Really, it is a miraculous city. This was my first visit to this place, I found it a spiritual city. Everywhere there was spirituality, love and peace and harmony. I remember the word of Swami Vivekananda. 100 years ago, he said that it is my dream that India will soon emerge as a spiritual country, a spiritual land. And I think that India is emerging here in this international city. Here, Swami Vivekananda's dream is being fulfilled. Now, a few words about the topic. You know, the topic for this evening is Islam and the concept of love and peace. I can say that I am a student of Islam. I have studied Islam in detail. I can say with conviction that Islam is a religion of love, peace, and harmony. You know, the most sacred book in Islam is Al-Quran. Quran contains 6,500 verses. I can say that near about 99% of those verses are pertain to love and peace and harmony, either directly or indirectly. So this is the basic teaching of Islam. If you take a copy of Quran and start reading, you will find that the very first verse is about love. This is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This verse is repeated in the Quran no less than 114 times. This verse means that God is God of love and compassion. So this verse introduces God as a God of love and compassion. Then we read in the hadith, that is saying of the Prophet of Islam, that تَخَلَّقُوا بِأَخْلَاقِ اللَّهِ, adopt the attributes of God in your life. So it means that when God is God of love and compassion, you have also adopted these values. You have to be person of love, person of compassion. This is the basic message of Islam. Culture, what is culture of love? Culture of love means culture of tolerance, culture of passion, culture of well-wishing, culture of humanity. This is love culture. Islam promotes culture of love. And culture of love contains all these human values, all these positive values. So if you want to love, if you want to live with love, then you have to abandon hate. Then you have to abandon controversy. You have to abandon confrontation. All these things are hindrance towards love culture. Then there is a very beautiful hadith. Hadith means saying the Prophet of Islam, Inna Allah yoti al-rifq ma la yoti al-ulf. It means that God grants to love what He does not grant to hate. It means that in this world, love is more effective when you are in society, in your family, in your nation. If you adopt love culture, then you are more powerful. People generally hate their enemies, but here we find a very different kind of teaching, that see your enemy as your potential friend. So try to turn this potential into actual. This is the basic teaching of Islam. Here I would like to narrate a story from the life of the Prophet of Islam. You know, the Prophet was born in Mecca, that is the city of Arabia, in 570. He lived in Mecca near about 13 years. Then he migrated to Medina, another city of Arabia. He lived over there 10 years. Then he died in 632 and buried over there. So what happened? At that time, there were some Jewish tribes in Medina. So one day the Prophet saw a funeral procession passing through a street in Medina. Prophet was seated at that time. On seeing the funeral, he stood up in respect. One of his companions said, "O Prophet, it was funeral of a non-Muslim, not a Muslim." The Prophet replied, "Was he not a human being? Alaysat nafsan? Alaysat nafsan? Was he not a human being?" Someone came to the Prophet and asked very meaningful question. He said, "O Prophet, give me a master advice by which I may be able to manage all the affairs of my life." He wanted a master key, a master formula to manage all the affairs of my life, his life. Prophet said, "La taghzab," don't be angry. Now, what is don't be angry? It means, in other words, try to live in love. Because when there are provocation, when there are hate, so people generally fall into anger and revenge. But if you know the value of love, then you will forgive. So according to my study, Islam is religion of love. All the teachings of Islam are based on love and peace and harmony, either directly or indirectly. And I am very happy that I was blessed by this the Super Guru and by this audience, spiritual audience, and I make my dua that God may bless you. God may help you to realize this noble cause under the leadership of this Supreme Guru. Thank you.